we'll be discussing about transforming ambitious ideas into successful realities from a structured beginning. Yeah. So this presentation will guide you through the essential steps to launch any product or project with confidence and control. So we'll be looking at the power of initiation, defining your project scope, identifying key stakeholders, developing a clear plan, establishing communication channels, proactive risk assessment. We'll have a case study and then conclusion. So first off, what is initiation? Project initiation is the foundational stage, setting the tone for everything that follows. So you have to know that a strong start prevents misdirection, it fosters collaboration between your stakeholders, and significantly boosts your chances of success. Without a clear beginning, projects can drift, consuming valuable resources and leading to costly rework. So this phase is where your vision meets execution. You transform your abstract ideas into concrete action. So your initiation phase is very important. It's the foundation of any project you'll be working on. So you have to put a lot of priority and put a lot of work during the initiation phase, as it sets the standard for how the subsequent phases will be handled. Then the first step in your initiation phase, you are to define your project scope. So you have to clearly articulate what your project will and will not achieve. This will be your project North Star. It will be what will guide your projects. The objectives of your projects are in line with your business needs. Then next, you have to identify your deliverables. So you identify all tangible outputs and results. Be precise about what will be produced as well. So you have to know exactly what your results will be, what your output will be, and then you can work towards achieving it. Then the next thing to identify is your boundaries. So you have to identify what is explicitly out of scope, what you'll not be focusing on. So you define exclusions. Defining exclusions prevents scope creep and helps your team be more focused on what they are meant to achieve. The next step is to identify your key stakeholders. Successful projects engage the right people from the start. So you have to know who your stakeholders are from the very start of your project and start engaging them from the start. You map out their interests, their influence, and their potential impact on your project, so as to know how to prioritize them. And then early engagement builds crucial buy-in and avoids future resistance. So if they are engaged in the project at a very early stage, at the initiation phase, they know the exact scope of the project, the deliverables of the project, the boundaries of the project. It would help avoid future resistance, let's say, where they might not know what they are expecting in the future, but with proper initiation, using proper initiation phase, or by implementing proper initiation phase in your project, you get to get their attention very quickly and ensure that they understand what you are going to be delivering, and it meets their demands as well. Then the next step is to develop a clear plan. So this is a detailed roadmap of what will essentially be carried out in the project. So you have to break down the project into manageable phases with clear roles and responsibilities for each phase. So you develop a timeline, which is a realistic deadline, which is like setting realistic deadlines and milestones. You can also visualize the project flow to track progress. To do this, you can use project management tools like Jira or Microsoft projects to create timelines for all your tasks and assign those that are going to be working on them. Then the next thing you are going to do while developing a plan is identifying your resources. So you identify all your resources and then allocate them effectively. So you allocate human, financial, and material resources effectively to meet the demands. Then the third step of uh, developing your plan is setting milestones. So you have to define key checkpoints and acceptance criteria to mark progress and celebrate achievements. Now, the fourth step is to establish communication channels. Communication is very essential in any project management endeavor. So you have to ensure that all your stakeholders are engaged, they are constantly in communication, and there's a clear communication plan for various processes. So first off, you can have regular meetings, which are stand-ups, reviews, and committee meetings. So you can schedule stand-ups, schedule scrum reviews, and also as a project manager, it's your duty to steer the committee meetings as well. Then you have to develop reporting protocols. So you define the frequency and formats for progress reports and issue logs in case there are bugs or issues during the project. Then thirdly, you have to define your collaboration tools. So you have to utilize platforms for document sharing, task management, and instant messaging. So you can use tools like tools within the Google Suite, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides as well, to make collaborative documents, and then your entire team can collaborate together to work on a project. Then task management, you can use some task management tools like I said Jira earlier. There is Trello. You also have Microsoft projects as well. So that helps you manage your tasks and visualize your timeline as well. Then you can also make use of instant messaging tools that your team can use to communicate instantly. So you can use platforms like Slack, for example, to ensure that your team are constantly in communication. Then the fifth step is proactive risk assessment. As a project manager, you have to identify potential roadblocks before they derail your project. Early risk mitigation will help you save time and resources in the future. So first step in your risk assessment, you have to identify. So you brainstorm and document all potential risks, both technical, operational, or financial. So once you've identified all of these risks, you are going to then analyze them. You analyze the likelihood of them occurring, and also the impact of each risk if it happens. So how is it going to affect your project? Is it something that can lead to the failure of your project? So you have to identify and then analyze the risks. Then once you've gotten your analysis and you've prioritized the risk, then you can start mitigating. So you develop proactive strategies to reduce or eliminate the identified risks. Then after you've tried reducing or eliminating the risk, then you have to actively and continuously monitor your project. So you continuously track risks throughout the project's life cycle until its completion, so that you can identify before they occur and then mitigate, so that in case they do occur, there's a plan in place to help the company or help the project survive the risk or the issue. Then for a case example, we'll look at a project that doesn't implement proper initiation phase versus a project that does implement proper initiation phase. So first of all, and a project where your initiation phase isn't well structured, isn't well done, you get to see that there are vague objectives leading to misaligned efforts, unidentified key stakeholders, which causes resistance in the future, no clear timelines resulting in missed deadlines, ad hoc communications leading to confusion and errors. Then you might run into unforeseen technical issues due to lack of risk planning. Whereas for a project where you implement proper initiation phase, you get to see that your scope is clearly defined and your goals are measurable. Your stakeholders will be engaged, providing you with consistent support and information that you can use to deliver the best product possible. You get to have a detailed timeline with realistic milestones met, structured communication, fostering transparency between you and your stakeholders, then anticipated risk with contingency plans in place because you've done proper risk assessment. So the result is a product launched on time, within budget, and exceeding expectations, demonstrating the power of structured project initiation. So in conclusion, you should see your initiation phase as not just a phase, it is a strategic cornerstone of your project success. So by embracing these 5 steps, defining your scope, identifying your stakeholders, planning meticulously, establishing communication and assessing risks, you lay out a robust foundation to triumph. To empower your team and deliver outstanding results by turning chaos into clarity, one well kickstarted project at a time. Thank you all for listening to my presentation. Any questions? Sorry, can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. No question.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. If there are no questions, I'm going to ask my questions. So I will start with Simon Daniel. Are you on the call? Hello, Simon Daniel. Are you on the call? No response. All right. Akintola, are you on the call? Can anyone hear me?
Okay, I was trying to unmute. I can hear you.
All right, Simon. So I just want you to explain why it's important for us to identify our key stakeholders as early as possible during any project we're working on.
Well, I didn't join the meeting on time. I think you already said that part when I came in. But from prior knowledge, I can say that you need to involve your stakeholders on time so that you don't, because they're actually part of what you're doing. They're part of everything you are doing. So you should not just make an hasty decision without involving them in what you're doing.
All right, thank you. And also just to add, you identify them on time so you can plan ahead and also prioritize how you need to handle each and every one of them. Once you've identified them at the initiation phase, it makes your planning, your execution, your monitoring and reporting phase, and also your conclusion phase a lot more simpler because you know the expectations of each person and what to expect from each of them as well.
All right.
So yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much, Samuel. I'm going to ask one more question. Jude, are you on the call? Hey, Jude, are you on the call? All right, I can't hear you. Let's see. Emmanuel, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So my question for you is just to explain the importance of communication in any project you're working on. Sorry, did you hear me?
Sorry, can you come in here?
I said explain the importance of establishing a communication plan in any project you're working on.
Okay. Yeah, so communication is important in the aspect that it gives a clear understanding of your goals for a project, all right? So, and it also establishes a path or a course that the project is supposed to take. And it also helps in some other things like decision making, solving problems, and then stopping future problems and so on.
All right, thank you. So yeah, any questions, any other questions or any input regarding the presentation? If you have any information you want to share regarding the regarding the presentation today. Okay, I'll take the silence as no questions. So yeah, thank you all for joining. We can end the session here today. Do have a very productive day. If you've been scheduled to present this week, please ensure to carry out the right processes. Send in your topic for review. Once it's approved, you can start working on your slides, share your slide, share your two-paragraph summary, your video artifact as well. You can just create a short video of what you'll be presenting, post it on your social media, and you can share the link on the KD channel so we can help you promote the post and get more visibility to you as a techie within Bincom. So yeah, thank you all for joining and do have a very productive day. If you have any questions regarding the KD, you can reach out to me directly and I'll help you out.